Hello everyone, welcome to today's live stream. So gold finally hit some target, which was $4,481. You can see this was shared, I think, yesterday. Yeah. So this was the first target, 4445, and after that, the next target was $4,484. This was the level for the daily order block, which market has hit successfully. Now, two things can happen. Either market is directly going to continue to the upside towards the last all-time high, which was at $4,550. Or we can see a pullback before that happens. Market can come down to test this order block, and from here, gold can once again push to the upside. So overall, bias is still bullish, and we are still looking for buys till market disrespects this order block and starts to drop and gives a new break below 4,275. So till then, gold is still bullish, and we are only interested to look for buys now. Like I said, two things can happen. Either market will create some lower time frame POIs, like in the 4-hour or in the 1-hour, tap those, and then market will continue to the upside to target the last all-time high liquidity. Or first market will give a pullback to this daily POI, and from here, market will push to the upside to the last all-time high. Overall, structure is still bullish, and we are still bullish in gold. Now, talking about the microstructure, this was our plan for today, which played out very well. We also took a trade with our members. We actually took two trades with our members. First one hit our stop loss, but the next one hit our full target. So this was the trade setup. This was our POI. We have this liquidity, and market perfectly laid this out. Very nice reaction, and finally hit our target, and also $4,484. So everything is looking good for gold and also for silver. We'll talk about silver in a minute. Gold is still bullish. Now, like I said, two possibilities: either gold will create some lower time frame POIs and will respect them, and it will continue to the upside to the last all-time high, or it will give us a market structure shift. For that, we need to see a closing below this low. If that happens, then you can expect that it is ready to drop now towards the daily OP that has been created over here, and from here it is going to push to the upside. Okay, something like this. So two possibilities, and both are bullish. In the 4-hour, we have to wait for this candle to close, and only then I can give you some POIs to look for entries. But right now in the 4-hour, there is no trade setup. We have to wait for that. In the 1-hour, however, I can see very clearly that we have got this last break of structure to the upside, and now gold is coming down. We do not have any kind of POI over here in the 1-hour time frame. So, like I said, if now gold drops, breaks below this low, which is $4,442, in that case, be ready for a stronger pullback to the daily order block. Okay, something like this. The daily order block is over here. So now if we see a break below $4,442, then you can expect that gold is going to drop towards this daily order block, which is $4,400. to $4,313. A massive candle. Anyhow, so this will be the plan if market drops now. Does not create any 1 hour POI because as you can see all the POIs have been taken. There is no POI that is left. We had this initial order block which has been tested. After that we had this order block which has also been tested, and right now we do not have any POI. So now if gold drops, like I said, gives the candle closing below this low, then you can do two things. You can look for a sell setup from a POI that will be created over here along with the market structure shift, or you can wait for market to come down, tap into this daily order block zone, and from here you can look for a new swing setup in gold, and you can target initially the last high, which will be today's high, and after that the last all-time high, which was at $4,550. So that's what I'm looking in gold right now. We have to wait for this candle to close, and as you can see there is some good selling pressure. After market perfectly hits our target, which was at $4,484. So yes, we can expect market to drop, and if market gives the candle closing in the 1 hour below this low, in that case we can look for a short sell setup, but that will be a very you can say scalp setup. It's not a swing entry. But if you want to take a swing entry, then you can look for a buy entry from this daily order block and target the last all-time high. That will be a swing entry. Okay. So yeah, now you just have to wait for market to do its thing. Either give us a new POI and tap into that POI and continue to the upside. That is also possible. But I don't think that should happen because this zone that market has tapped, this level that market has tapped, which is at 4,484, it's a daily POI. That means that there is obviously a very strong supply zone over here. So the sellers will be interested to sell from this zone. So overall, the higher time frame structure is still bullish. Either market directly pushes to the upside towards the last all-time high, or market gives a pullback to this zone, to this daily POI before it goes to the last all-time high. But the overall structure is bullish, that's for sure. We are very interested to look for swing buy setups in gold. Okay. So that's my update in gold, and that's my plan in gold. So yeah, let's see what market does. If market is able to create a POI, then we'll look for an entry from that POI. But if market fails to do that, in that case, you can expect market to drop, break below this low, and after that market will come down to tap this daily order block. And from here, we'll look for a swing buy setup in gold. Let's look at silver. Silver is also going very good, and as I can see over here, this was the, let me remove this one. So this was the daily POI, right? The daily fair value gap from which silver reacted. And you can see that not a single candle closed below this fair value gap. There were wicks. Multiple times sellers tried to take this zone, but failed to do so whenever the market came down. Buyers came in aggressively, and you can see the volume as well, right? Massive volume. So market buyers came in and pushed the market to the upside. And once again, silver is showing good strength. You can see we have got multiple green candles along with some POIs being created, which is good for us, clearly indicating that there is buy-side imbalance. Now if you look at the 4 hour, then the 4 hour actually we had a setup over here. But I was not very interested in this one because I was focused on gold at the time, and we made some profits in gold, so it's fine. So yeah, this was a setup in the 4 hour. We had a nice breakout structure of this liquidity. We had this POI from which market came down, tap, and it has become bullish. Now the only level that we have got is this last all-time high, which is that. $84. So silver is also bullish, and we'll be interested to look to buy silver as well. So I'll be removing this POI now. Let's look at the 1 hour first. In the 1 hour, very clearly I can see we have got a new breakout structure. And what I can see is that we have got some POIs being created over here. So if silver drops, I think in the next candle we can look for a scalp setup from this zone. If we actually see this fair value back, gap being created, in that case we can wait for market to give a pullback to this zone, and from here on structure shift we can look for an entry in silver, and as it pushes to the upside we can look to target the last all-time high, which was at $84. So this will be the trade plan and setup. In 1 hour, silver is bullish. It has given us a breakout structure, and this will be the zone to look for. On retest, we'll be looking for an entry in silver to target the last all-time high. Obviously, according to the structure, if silver drops from here, then this is going to be our initial target, and this is going to be our final target. Okay, so this will be the trade setup in silver according to the 1 hour structure. Let's look at the 4 hour ones. In the 4 hour, what I can see is we do not have any kind of POI. The only POI that I can see, I think it's the London session. Okay. Anyhow, so we have got this 4 hour POI that is still untapped. But I don't think that it should come down so much because market has created a new breakout level, a new consider resistance that will be turned into support, or a new supply zone that will be turned into demand, whatever you want to call it. So I don't think that it should drop so much to take out this low. But like in gold, if we see a deeper pullback in silver as well, then definitely this zone can be tested. And in daily also I can see there are multiple POIs like I said. So we can see this fair value gap getting tested in silver as well. And then silver can continue to the upside towards the last all-time high. So this will be the trade setup in silver according to the daily time frame. But for that, just like in gold, in silver also we need to see a 1 hour market structure shift to the downside. That means we want to see a breakdown below this low. But when that happens, silver is bullish, and we'll be only looking for buying opportunities in silver. Okay. So in 1 hour, this will be your buying zone. Once silver comes here, gives the confirmation in the lower time frame, you can look for an entry in the 1 minute, and you can target this high. This will be your initial target. And after that, as it continues higher, you can hold some partial to the last all-time high, or you can also add some new positions. Okay. So this is my update in silver. Both gold and silver, both are bullish. Make sure that you do not go against the higher trend, which is bullish. Do not look for selling in any way. Both the market are highly bullish. They have got good momentum, creating higher highs, higher lows very clearly, targeting this last all-time high liquidity. Okay. This is the daily zone. If silver drops, like I said, breaks below this low, in that case only, you will expect that silver will give you an opportunity to take an entry from the daily POI. Okay. And from here, you'll be looking for a buying opportunity to target the last all-time high. But till then, you can follow the lower time frame POIs like the 1 hour and also the 4 hour time frame. Okay. So in the 1 hour, this will be your buying zone. Once market comes down, test this zone, look for an entry to target the last all-time high. This will be the buying setup in silver. Okay, so both gold and silver, both are very much bullish. There is no doubt about that. Let's look at the current pure zones. Okay, so GBP has tapped into this daily. You can see fair value gap. From here it is giving a good reaction. Market has broken below this low, breaking market structure, and is dropping. Okay. Let's look at the dollar index once. Okay, dollar index is showing some strength, but I don't think much yet in dollar index. What I can say is in the weekly, dollar is bearish. Market has tapped this fair value cap, and from here it has become bearish and it is dropping. So right now not very interested to buy dollar. In that case, we'll be watching for further price action. This was my update yesterday, and that's what I like to stick to. For me, dollar is still bearish, and according to the structure, I think dollar should drop. Let's look at the 4-hour. Okay, so in the 4-hour, we have got this order block candle. So if market rejects from here, it's going to drop once again to the downside. And if that happens, that means GBP is going to push to the upside. So for now, there is a trade setup in GBP. I will watch out for anything that happens. Let's look at Euro. Euro is also playing out similarly like GBP, and it has given a very good reaction actually from the weekly fair value gap, and gave a nice structure shift in the 1 hour time frame. And okay, so right now it is actually testing this 4-hour order block. So let's see if it gives some kind of reaction. We can look for an entry, else we'll just leave it. Okay, so let's look at gold once again, what's going on. Okay, so let's see what happens if market is able to create any POI. Till now, I can see that this last breakout level is showing some good reaction, and the buyers are trying to push gold to the upside once again. So let's see if we see some kind of point of interest being created over here. In that case, we can focus on the 1 hour POI itself, and from here we can look for an entry. But for now, there is no entry. We have to wait and watch what market does, and accordingly we'll plan the next move in gold. Okay, so let's see what gold does. We've got 28 minutes left, so let's see if it is able to create any kind of POI, then we'll be interested to make an entry from the 1 hour POI itself. If not, then we have to wait for gold to give us a deeper pullback to this zone towards $4,400, which is a psychological level where we have got the daily order block candle over here. So we have to focus over here. So from here, maybe we will get a swing set up in gold. So overall structure is bullish, and we're only interested to look for buying opportunities in gold. So for now, gold has given us a breakout of the last high, and you can see that market is testing this last breakout level, and the buyers are trying to come in, trying to push gold to the upside once again. So let's see what market does here. If market is able to push to the upside and create some kind of POI in the 1 hour, then we can focus in the 1 hour POI itself and make an entry from the 1 hour POI. If not, then we'll have to wait for market to drop, break below this low, and tap into this zone, which is the daily POI. And you can see we have got $4,400 level over here as well, which is going to be the psychological level. From here, we can look for a massive swing entry in gold to target the last all-time high in gold. Okay, so let's see what gold does. and accordingly we will plan our entry. If gold is not able to create any kind of POI in the 1 hour, in that case you can expect a deeper pullback towards this daily POI. So here I can see that the selling pressure is getting more and more. The sellers are coming in, and there is no POI that is over here that I can see currently. In that case, you can expect that gold will drop, give a market structure shift, and it will drop towards 4400, which will be a massive psychological level from which we'll be interested to look for a buying opportunity in gold. In 4 hours also, we do not have any kind of POIs. Everything has been taken. The only POI that I can see is over here. We have also got a gap which is still unmitigated. It is still not filled. So this gap is still there. So it's possible that the market drops down, and first it will fill this gap and then it will continue to the upside. It's very much possible. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so for now there is no trade in gold. Let's look at the lower time frame. Let's go to 30 minutes. Okay, the 30 minutes we've got this order block candle, which market is testing right now. Okay, let's look at the 15 minutes. Okay, we have got the same zone as well. Okay. So there is quite a bit of selling pressure that I can see right now. If market breaks below this low, then you can expect that there is a very high chance that gold is going to drop down to take out this low. Okay, very high chance. In 5 minutes, you can see that gold is starting to create lower lows, right? So that's the first indication that gold is turning bearish. But like I said, not very interested to look for a sell opportunity in gold right now. Just have to wait for market to drop further towards this daily POI from which you'll be interested to make an entry. Let's look at silver. What's going on? Okay, so silver is actually giving us a pullback to our POI. So let's see what it does. If it gives any kind of confirmation in silver, then definitely we will make an entry. So we have to wait 22 minutes for this candle to close, and only then we can look for a confirmation from the POI. Gold, you can see the selling pressure is very high. Like I said, you can expect once market drops below this low, that there is a very high chance that gold is ready for a drop towards $4,400. Okay. Okay, so gold is still holding this zone. Once it breaks down, it will be ready for $4,400. But as long as it holds, we cannot do anything. We just have to wait and watch. Okay, so we see a doji candle closing above this low, and this is in 5 minutes by the way. So not very reliable time frames to execute any trades. Okay. Silver looks much more interesting right now compared to gold. It's a very simple price action, you can see. Market just breaks, retests the last high, and then moves. You can see over here. You can see similar price action over here. You can see similar price action over here as well. Right. So it's a very simple market right now. Gold has already moved like how much it had to move. And now it's tapped a massive hurdle right in the daily time frame, so it's not going to be very easy for the market to just break this zone straight away. There is going to be strong resistance it's going to face because there's a high resistance liquidity. Okay, there's a hurdles in the daily time frame, so there will be struggle for gold to push to the upside. Okay, so keep that in mind. Let's look at silver. We've got 17 minutes left for this candle to close. And after that, I think we should see a pullback. If the candle closes like this, because the last candle's high is already taken, right? And after that, this candle is closing to the downside. That means liquidity is taken and the sellers have entered the market. So in that case, pullback can be expected, and we can expect a retest of this last breakout level from which we can look for an entry in the lower time frame. Okay, so this will be the trade, something like this. And after that, the final target is going to be over here. So this will be the trade setup in silver, which looks much more clear, much more simple. There is no such massive hurdle in silver like we had in gold right now, right? So yeah. Silver's path is much more clear, much more simple, and much more easy to read. So I think now we'll get a very simple trade compared to gold in silver. So let's wait for market to come down, tap into the zone, and from here we'll look for an entry. Gold will, like I said, it's a massive zone, that massive hurdle that gold has tapped. So there will be strong resistance, strong reaction from this zone. it is not going to be easy for gold to just break this zone like that. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the chat now. Nothing to do right now. We have to wait for this candle to close in silver, and then we have to wait for a retest. Then only we can make our entry. In gold, there is no POI in the 1 hour, so we cannot make any entry in gold right now. The path is completed for gold right now. I think a pullback should happen in gold according to how the market is behaving. I can see massive volume coming in gold, and yeah, we should see, I think, a strong pullback in gold. Okay, let's wait for silver to close, and then we'll see if we get any entry. I'll share that with you. And gold, there is nothing to do right now. Just have to wait. Gold is showing some reaction from this 30 minutes sort of candle. But I'm personally not very interested to trade 30 minutes and all, because market is reacting from a daily hurdle. So I cannot really overlook the daily hurdle compared to a 30 minutes POI. So gold will wait and watch what happens next. But our massive target has been hit, which was at $4,484. Next target is obviously $4,550. And I think the probable path is going to be a pullback to this order block candle before it pushes higher. Something like this. Previously also you can see multiple times market did the same thing. We have this daily hurdle. You can see what happened. Market respected this hurdle, dropped, tapped this zone, right? And from here became bullish once again. And once it closed above this high, you can see market pushed up directly without giving any major pullback after that. So similar kind of price action can be expected over here as well. A pullback and then push to the upside. But for the pullback to start, in the 1 hour we need to see a break below $4,442. Only if that happens, then you can expect that gold is going to drop towards the zone. From where we'll be looking for a swing buy setup in gold. And also we've got the 4400 psychological level, so this is going to be a very important level. So once market drops, taps here on confirmation, we can look for an entry. Okay. This will be the pathway. But for that, like I said, we need to see a breakdown below $4,442. This will be the market structure shift in the 1 hour. And then if you want to take a scalp, trade in gold, you can look for a scalp like this. And you can target $4,400. Okay. But once market taps the zone, be careful. You won't be looking to sell anymore. You'll only look for buying opportunities. Okay, let's look at silver. Silver is much more simple, much more clearer right now. So we have got the broken level. We're waiting for this candle close. We've got 9 minutes left. And after that, as we get a pullback to the zone, we'll be looking for an entry. This will be the first target. And this will be the next target. Okay. Very simple structure in silver. So that's what we're looking for. Okay guys, if you are finding my stream helpful, then make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you join the free Telegram channel as well, where I keep updating completely free setups in gold and silver. Okay, so let's focus on silver. Okay, so This is the buy zone that we're looking for in silver. Wait for market to drop, tap the zone, and from here on confirmation, we'll look for an entry. Gold is showing weakness, so right now not very interested to trade in gold. It has tapped our massive target of $4,484, and this zone is a daily hurdle zone. So we can expect some reaction in gold right now. It's not going to be very easy for gold to just break above this zone. It's a high resistance liquidity zone. So there will be some resistance from this zone. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so let's see. If we get a nice setup in silver, then definitely I'll share the setup with you. And maybe you can catch a good buying trade in silver. Gold, as you can see, as I told you, it is showing weakness right now, as expected. And the possible pathway is actually to the downside, because I don't think that it is going to push to the upside directly, because there is no POI or anything like that in the 1 hour. And the 4 hour also, there is nothing. Everything has been taken. So I think pullback should definitely be seen in gold. And if that happens, then we'll focus on this zone. And from here we'll look for an entry. Okay, so for now let's look at silver. There was a massive breakout of this cup and handle pattern. Hope you caught some of the move. I know some of my members have caught this move, and it was awesome. You can see from $55 to $85, almost $30 move in silver is just huge. It's literally huge. Even if it's 0.01 lot size and decent leverage, you can make $50 in $1 move. So here you have $30 of move. So you could have made $1,500 just with 0.01 lot, which is literally crazy. That's also just within 1 month. So 28th November to 28th December. So just within 1 month. But very soon there will be a major top in gold and silver both. I'm expecting in 2026 itself. And once that happens, then the bullish market will be over and the bear market will start. And there will be a massive crash in both of them. So be ready for that bear market as well. Okay, so 1 hour candle, it's a massive candle with a red body, so clearly indicating that the sellers are there in the market, which was expected. That's why I give you this level. It's not a random level, obviously, right? 4,484. I didn't just give you any random level. It's a predetermined level. You can see over here. Anyhow, let's now focus on silver. Let's see if we get an entry. Then we'll look for an entry for this zone. Gold, not really interested to do anything. Yes, if market, let's say, directly pushes to the upside like this, then definitely we can look for some new opportunities to target the last all-time high. But till then, we cannot really do anything over here. There is no POI in the 1 hour, so we are not really interested to do anything right now in gold. Just observe and see what market does and follow that. Okay, let's focus on silver. Okay. Okay. So massive volume, right? You can see massive volume. Much more volume than the previous buying candles. Clearly indicating massive supply zone. And massive transactions have happened in the last 1 hour. So you can expect hurdle over here. It's not going to be very easy for gold to just break out this level. Okay, let's look at silver. Okay. Okay, I'll wait for silver to come down, tap into the zone where we have got the mitigation block plus the 1 hour fair value gap. So from here we'll be interested to make an entry. Okay, so just have to wait for market to give a pullback to the zone, and then we can look for an entry in silver. Gold, nothing to do right now. We just have to wait. No entries in gold right now. If I look at the 5 minutes time frame, okay. Nice rejection actually. We've got massive wicks from the last breakout zone, which is a good indication that buyers are trying to reclaim this last breakout level above 4,484 for $4,500. But like I said, this is a daily zone and it's a high resistance from liquidity. So till I see continuation to the upside, breakout candle above the last candle's high, not interested to go aggressive in gold right now. We'll wait for further price action. Okay, so silver waiting for market to drop. Test the zone, and from here we'll look for an entry. there is actually quite a good amount of chance that gold can directly push to the last all-time high. Okay, but for that, like I said previously, we need to see 1 hour candle closing above this high, and also we want to see some kind of POI being created. Only then we will look for a direct continuation trade to the last all-time high. Okay, but yes, there is a very high chance that gold will directly push to the upside without giving us a pullback to the zone. Okay, so keep that in mind. But for that, there is a very important condition. We want to see today's candle close above this high, which is $4,456. Okay, that's the condition. If today's candle comes back, closes below 4,456, in that case, it's confirmed that gold will initially drop to this daily POI, and from here it will continue to the upside. Okay. But if today's candle closes above 4,456, then you can expect direct continuation to the upside. Okay. Tomorrow also gold will be bullish and it will directly push to the upside, and it will then slowly continue towards the last all-time high. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's look at the 1 hour time frame. You can see there is some pressure. Let's look at silver. Silver is also dropping as expected. So we just have to wait for market to come down, tap here and then confirmation. We will look for an entry. Keep this level in mind. If gold closes above this, then tomorrow you can expect gold to be bullish again, and gold will directly push to the upside to the last all-time high. But if gold closes below this level, in that case, you can expect that we will see an initial drop before it pushes to the upside. Okay, this was the level. $4,456. Okay, guys, still waiting for silver to come down to the POI, and then with confirmation, we'll look for an entry. Gold, as you can see, is still sideways, struggling to break directly to the upside. So just have to wait right now. Nothing else to do. Very slow market as you can see right now. Sideways getting mix. The downside and the upside. Okay guys, it's a very slow market right now. I was waiting for market to come down. Tap into the POI, give a confirmation so that I can share a trade with you, but seems like it's not in the mood to come down directly. It will take some time. It will grab some scalpers. You can see both wicks have been created in the upside and the downside. So it is just trapping both buyers and sellers. And then finally when it's done, it has got enough liquidity, then it will drop. Tap into this POI and from here it will push. So you can draw this zone in your chart. This is the actual zone. But you can also consider this whole fair value gap. So once market drops, taps here, you can go to 1 minute for confirmation. And from here, you can make your entry. Stop loss will go below the 1 minute structure. Your initial target will be at this high. And the final target is obviously going to be the last all-time high. Okay, so this will be your trade setup in silver. And gold, like I've told you, there is a very high possibility that gold can directly push to the upside towards this next liquidity, which will be the last all-time high. In that case, you want to see a 1 hour candle close above this high, and also another POI being created, something like this. Okay, when that happens, you'll see some POIs being created over here. Auto block, fair value gap, and then pull back to the zone. You can look for an entry, and you will be targeting the last all-time high. So this will be your buying setup in gold. In case you see now market push to the upside, give this kind of breakout of the last high. In that case, this will be your possible setup in gold, and you'll be targeting the last all-time high, so you can catch nearly 500 pips of move over here in gold very easily. Okay. But let's say if gold is unable to break out and give a candle closing in the 1 hour, and it's rejected from this level and starts to drop once again, which has a very low chance, by the way. In that case, you have to focus on this level, which is 4,456. So if today's candle closes below this level, in that case, you can expect that gold will drop towards this zone, this massive zone, which is a daily POI, and from here, we'll be looking for a buying opportunity to the last all-time high. But like I said, this has a low chance of happening. Looking at how the market is still playing out, it is still very much bullish. So there is a high probability that market will directly create some POIs, break above the last high, and we can look for direct continuation trades to target the last all-time high. Okay. But like I said, if it drops, in that case, we'll focus on that level, 4,456, and if daily candle closes below this, then we will wait for market to come down towards this zone, potentially at 4,400 psychological level. And once market taps this zone, then from here, we'll be looking for a new swing setup in gold to target the last all-time high. So the overall bias is still bullish, there is no doubt about that. We are only interested to buy, no question about that. But the only question is whether it will push directly or it will give a pullback. So for that, like I told you, if market directly breaks above this high, in that case, it is going to directly push to the upside. But if market drops today and gives a closing below this level, in that case, you can expect that initially we'll see a pullback to this zone, and from here, we'll be looking for a buying setup. Okay. So that's all the update that I have for you right now in gold and silver. For more updates, you can join my Telegram channel. It's completely free. You can find the video in the description. And also, if the stream was helpful, make sure to like the stream. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. Till then, take care and trade safe.